Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be taking a look at the reworked Eddie Guerrero, Viva La Raza. He is, of course, a chaotic era trickster from the Ruthless Aggression, so he's going against, like, I believe, Ozzy, if I'm not mistaken. He's got links. He's got the Mexico link, any color moves start with 2 more MP, Ruthless Aggression, any color move starts with 1 more MP. He also has a gear. It adds 3 more purple MP. That will be useful if you have it for some people. I'm just going to assume you don't have it to start. You can get it with hangers. It's not one of the more expensive ones, but I don't know that it's necessarily worth it. Anyway, let's jump in here, take a look. I want to start off by saying, don't confuse this rework with the last reworks we've had. Trickster Rhea rework, substantially better. And so is the John Cena Veteran Salute rework, both considerably better than Eddie. So that's the bad news, but let's take a look. So he's got the Tornado DDT. This move is worthless as far as I can tell. I saw no reason to use it. Deal 573k damage, choose 6 gems to make into green. It's 7 blue to start, so it's a higher charge. You could maybe do it to fill these greens, but then your purples wouldn't be filled anyway, so you could maybe use a blue to purple 5 match 3 swipe kind of thing, but I don't know why you would, because you'd lose your buff. Anyway, overhead belly to belly suplex, 68k damage, 6 MP, and steal 4 purple MP from each of your opponent's moves. Neither of these I see any reason to use, so we're not going to use them. So we're going to start off with Tilt-A-Whirl Backbreaker, 7 MP blue, 573k damage, choose 10 gems to make into purple. Low Blow, 7 MP, deal 619k damage and steal up to 4 million health. Hardcore if opponent's class is a technician. First deals 619k damage and increase your purple move damage by 120% for 1 turn. Finisher, 3 Amigos, deal 2 million damage and swap a 4x4 random area into blue gems and pin the opponent. We're going to start off with a takedown set, 100% takedown strap with takedown 2s. And it might sound like a lot, but honestly, he needs it. So Lawler and Patterson are going to give you your 7 blue MP. Santa is so 2-3 matches, loads the finisher, and Nakamura brings the health steal finisher to 8 million. If you're wondering why not use Apollo here, you would be 2 MP short, so you would need 2 swipes or a blue match to get it filled. Definitely not ideal. More on that later. So we got to move damaged out. We're going against Sammy here. Sammy doesn't start loaded. He's the only one I can really go against here. That I was going to show you. So you can see the finisher is only doing 9 million damage. The health steal is dealing 8 million damage, and there's no buff because we're not against the technician. So 2-3 batches of purple to load the finisher. That's why NWO Hogan's on there. 8 million health steal. And now 9 million finisher and some blue gems. Yeah, that's about 20 million total with an 11 million pin. So that's 1 turn. No plates that you're going to be able to use are going to help this one. Really? I mean, you could use a blue HBK plate, get 100% more blue gem damage, but it's not going to matter. So here we go. 10 million pin again. He kicks right out. So, yeah, if you want to use this, even with Nakamura, you're looking at a 3-cycle win against a low-health striker without new medals. It's not competitively playable at all, to be honest. Just, like, you just don't. Yeah. You can't. I'll show you against the tech in a little bit. And we're going to do a couple other things first. So the Showdown perk this month is 6 blue, 6 purple. So theoretically, during Showdown this month, you could get it charged using Apollo if you have Apollo. So let's go ahead, and this would not work in Feud, but should work in Showdown unless they have like negative 10 MP blue or 10 MP purple kind of thing, in which case you'd have to choose a bunch. So I will show you what it would look like using all the Health Steel trainers. Just pick your opponents properly. 17.49 million Health Steel. That'll make a big difference, right? Let's find out. Like I said, you wouldn't start loaded, but Showdown you potentially could. You'd have to take 2 swipes in Feud. We got a blue match though, so we're good there. But Sammy is also loaded, so let's see what happens. 18 million Health Steel, and we're still gonna have that baby pin. You can see we really didn't do a significant... I mean, we did more damage by like 10 million, but it's not going to be enough to keep him down with a 10 million pin. Yeah, 3 swipe and he kicks right out, right? And then you're going right into a sub. Okay, enough of that. You guys obviously can see this is not going to work, right? At gold against anyone that's got any kind of thing ready to load. So let's look at that. Since it's a hardcore moveset designed to be against technicians, let's go back to this, and then I'll give you a dream scenario. Let me go against the tech. It's going to be low health, but I'll give you dream scenario, hardest you're going to hit with him with move damage against the tech, just so you know. What we're going to do is assume you have the 3 purple MP gear, so we don't need to use Hollywood. We're going to assume you're got lucky and you have, or are a whale, and you have this guy, Big Bronson Reed, 2 blue MP, 75% purple finisher. And because we want everything buffing the finisher, we're going to drop Nakamura, and we are going to add Gooker as well. So like fully whaled, takedown 2s, not move charge, move damage. What does he hit? Right? This is like literally dream scenario. You got all this stuff. What does he hit against the tech move damage wise? Keep in mind, usually when there's a hardcore move, they do a significant amount of damage. So his finisher's at 13 million. We got the gear, so 2-3 matches still gets it loaded. Alright. We're going to hit the buff. Steal a little bit of health. Boost our move. And then hit for 29 million is all. I mean, so long story short, the move damage has no chance of being good. You're not going to beat any golds with it, right? So just, you can pretty much forget about the move damage set, I think. Alright, so hopefully this is better, because we love Eddie, right? Like, literally, we don't have a good Eddie, and, I mean, Eddie's probably one of the most beloved wrestlers, right? I love Eddie. Who doesn't? So let's check this one out and see what we got going here. WrestleMania month, too, by the way. Ring looks cool. We have a cool-looking ring, so that's nice. It helps if I go to the right tour, huh, guys? And I will show you how the funky hot tag thing works, too, at the end of this, so stick around for that. Definitely have to go against Sammy. Alright, we're going to switch to a gem damage strap, big ol' 100%er, Fury 2s, we're good, right? We are good. Surely Eddie is going to clap. You're going to clap them cheeks, right? Let's find out. Okay. Oops, that's not the right button. We're going to go with the Hilo. I think I said it right this time. Someone corrected me last time. And we're going with the Frog Splash, and we're going with the Eye Rake. Classic Eddie. So Hilo, 6 MP, deal 63k damage and increase your purple MP by 10, then deal 63k damage and increase your green gem damage by 50% for 1 turn. Eye Rake, deal 62k damage and choose 2 columns to make into leech gems of strength 160k. So for those of you scoring at home, 160,000 times 14 that's a 2 million damage leech gem. What? Frog Splash Finisher, 10 MP finisher, deal 157k damage, make 49 random gems into green. Well, at least we got something good there. Entourage, we're going with Steel. Goldberg gives you 2 green MP, 40% more gem damage and some health. If you have Powerhouse Steiner, he's better by 10%. Chelsea gives you 40% greens. And the buffed Stunning Steve does 40% any color gem. So it's 40, 40 green and 40 there, 120% boost. Makes sense. This is the kind of gameplay loop I generally like. So we're going to rock and roll now, right? Nice. Okay, that works. All right, choosing our 2 massive columns of leech gems. Boom. Now we're blowing up Z-board. What? Eddie hit for 16 million damage with 100% strap. That wouldn't even beat a silver. Somehow Sammy didn't kick out. It's probably a 3-cycle win most of the time. Tier for tier, gold for gold. Completely unusable in any competitive mode. All right, but Mherex, you can put plates on, right? Let's do it, guys. All right. Green Royal Rumble. That makes sense. He's got a green buff. So Green Royal Rumble. Everyone's got one of these too, right? Spoiler, I don't have a Green Royal Rumble on my account. 14 million roster, spent thousands on the game. No Green Royal Rumble for me. So everyone's got this, right? What? Surely now, this reworked Eddie will be incredible. At least usable. No. Still not. It's still a 2-cycle win, even with a Green Royal Rumble. 28 million. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It's WrestleMania month, though. We're all excited for Mania. We love Eddie as a champion. Won a couple of... Oh, you just... Yeah. I'm trying really hard here, guys. So, have fun getting your face kicked in with that. Alright. But, everybody has the 8th anniversary leech plate, too, they can throw on, right? At least? Surely. We can whale him out as whaley as you can make him. And then, at least, he'll crush everyone, right? I mean, like, we're talking put the whaley stuff on him. You get the Green Royal Rumble. You got the Leech Anniversary Plate. Whenever you make 8 or more Leech Gems, make 8 random Multiply Gems into Strength 8. Alright. And now, we're going to replace this with a Multiply coach. So we can index those 8 multiplies, because, right, that's we'll just use Gunther. Perfect. So we're adding 60% to all those green multiplies. This will crush, right? Not that, by the way, you would ever use this plate combination on Eddie. Because there's not 100, there's a bunch of other people it's better to use it on. That's 2.6 million, by the way, for each of those 8 multiply gems that are green. $45 million completely whaled out. You're not going to beat anyone turn 1. So, long story short, there is no way to use him competitively. That's good. So, all that being said, maybe, perhaps, there is something that will save him. And that's his funky new hot tag thing, right? We're just going to throw Sammy on here. It doesn't matter. So, how does this work? Game doesn't tell you, unfortunately, at the time I record this. Maybe they will eventually fix that. When you look at Eddie, you can see he's got this thing, and it says tag counter reduction, tag reduced by 2. That's all it says. It doesn't tell you how it works, what it does, if it does extra stuff. I will show you what it does. So normally, of course, you go into a tag match, and you have a 3 charge counter, right? So let's go in with Sammy here, and notice what his tag charge counter is. It's going to be 1. So Eddie reduces the counter by 1, which is great and all, but you still can't tag him in. So anyone that's loaded turn 1 will still destroy you. Just keep that in mind. And if you're loaded turn 1, you have no use for this, right? But if you're in a situation where you're not loaded turn 1, and they don't kill you turn 1, the good news is, then you can tag in Eddie with his brand new hot tag. So let's see how that works. So Kaiser's at 68 million health. We're going to slow this down to 1 times speed so we can see what it actually does. Eddie comes in. Bam. Hits for 5 million there, it looked like. And 5 million there. So he hits for 10 million damage on the hot tag move. That is actually cool. I like that. The animation is neat. That tag thing, that's all cool. I like that. And then he makes leech gems. But it doesn't tell you how hard they hit. So we don't know. But they do hit. So let's just up this. We can improve this. And now we have the board full of leeches. I'm not going to use the anniversary plate. We'll just go with the green Royal Rumble going off, and let's see what it does. $33 million damage. So yeah, also the hot tag move is worthless in any competitive mode for him. And notice when he came in, his counter was still at 3, so you'd have to stay in there for 3 turns with Eddie before he went out. So basically, this is just my opinion. It's my opinion that this hot tag for Eddie is pretty lame with how it's working. It has no... I mean, if you're going to have to give up a turn, you potentially get hit on turn 1, and then come in, and he makes some baby leech gems, like, okay, that's whatever. He doesn't have a per leech finisher. He's got nothing going on. He blows up the board and hits for minimal damage, barely any more than he did. So it's basically worthless, and the Eddie rework is pretty close to the same. The good news is it's better than it was, but what's really the point if he's going to be this bad? You know, it's a lot of effort for very little gain. He's so undertuned compared to all the reworks. I wish it was... The reworks have been the highlights for me. I was super looking forward to this. I love Eddie. Ton of people love Eddie. This Eddie's not good, not usable, not playable. You'll use him this month because Scopely makes you, and it probably won't be fun, sadly. But maybe I'll be wrong. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. That's how I feel about it. He doesn't need to be amazing, right? But I feel like probably not that much to ask that he could hit better than 17 million with 100% strap and no plates, and better than like 20 million with a realistic setup on the move against the technician. Don't think that's probably too much to ask. You know, buffing this to 75-100%. If you look at Kaiser, who is a free card, Kaiser is sitting at 130% to black gems and can take advantage of a drip plate, right? So I don't know why poor Eddie is down here at 50% when we have an A tier or B tier freebie that is 130% boost, right? I'm just gonna make my case here for why I'm annoyed with this. So Kaiser, as you can see, has 130%, and he can activate a drip plate 3 times, whereas Eddie And keep in mind, Kaiser was free, guys. Eddie has a 50% that he can activate, basically the equivalent of a drip plate, once. Eddie's like a third of Kaiser, not even, maybe a quarter, and Kaiser was free. So if anyone in the comments wants to blast me for saying, well, they can't make free cards that good or anything like that, well, fair, but like they could at least make him half, 2/3 as good as free Kaiser, who's how old now, and they've also given Kaiser gear and stuff. So, and moments, like, I don't know. That's my case for Eddie there. And on the move damage side, with the buff, I can't think of any freebies that have move damage right off the top of my head. So we're just going to go with Rowan, who's an A tier, who doesn't need to be against a specific class, and he gets 250%. So, granted, Rowan's a really nice A tier, and it doesn't have to be A tier, but keep in mind Eddie is 120%, and it's only against the technician. So, you know, maybe something more like 200% against technicians would be in line. Maybe. Just saying, at least. So that's my case for why this is actually a super disappointing and bad rework, and probably Eddie is not going to be really fun for his requirements because he's grossly underpowered. Even if you're a whale, he's grossly underpowered, and if you're a normal human being, have fun hitting for 17 to 20 million if you take him to gold. Those leech gems and stuff, none of that's going to save you. The move damage set is going to hit a little bit harder at like 6 bronze and stuff, but yeah, you're not going to have fun with this. So let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I wish I had better news. I've loved the reworks. They've been super fun. That is gone this month. I don't love this one, and it hasn't been fun to record the video for it too. Didn't enjoy this at all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Yep. Not good. Really, really not good. Disappointing. Bad.